Kenya Institute of Special Education. Adapted KSL video narrative. The Kenya Institute of Special Education was established in 1986 through Legal Notice Number 17 of 14 February 1986. KISE is mandated to train personnel in special needs education, conduct research, assess children with special needs for educational placement, design, produce, repair, and maintain specialized teaching and learning materials and other assistive devices for persons with special needs and disabilities. To learn more about our mandate, kindly visit our website www.kise.ac.ke. In this video, we present our service charter. In it, we highlight our core services and standards of service expected by customers and stakeholders. In our commitment to uphold good service, we envisage an inclusive society that provides opportunities and services to persons with special needs and disabilities for improved quality life. Additionally, we are also guided by our core values, which include integrity, empathy, equity, and respect. We offer the following services: information services, training services, library services, trainee services, functional assessment, pre-primary services, rehabilitation or habilitation of persons with disabilities, provision of research and consultancy services, business partnerships, and lastly, event management services. Information services. We acknowledge that our customers may wish to contact us from time to time. Should you consider sending us an email or letter, we will respond within 2 days. For telephone calls, a response will be made within 15 seconds, while for in-person inquiries or walk-ins will be attended to within 10 minutes of arrival. Any enquiry made via our social media accounts such as Twitter, X, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok will be responded to within 1 day. Note that enquiry services are provided free of charge. Training services. Under training services, we provide training programs, trainee registration, NEC registration, graduation, certificate and transcript issuing. Training program. For admission to training programs, you are required to have met the entry requirements. You then can complete the online application form, provide a valid email address, and attach copies of academic certificates, national identity card, or passport. This process is free and you will receive a response within 5 working days. Registration of trainees. For trainee registration, you are required to provide your admission letter, original academic certificates, requisite fees, study leave where applicable, passport size photo, and a national identity card or passport. Registration is free and is processed within 1 day. Registration for NEC examinations. For NEC examination registration, trainee must meet key requirements set by both KISE and NEC. This includes attaining an 80% class attendance, achieving required cut marks, clearance of tuition fees, and payment of the specified NEC registration fees. The process timeline is as stipulated in KISE academic policy and NEC regulations. Graduation. Graduation requires successful completion of the course. The cost is as per stipulated fee guidelines. The academic calendar outlines the schedule for this service. Issuance of transcripts or certificate. For issuance of transcripts and certificate, trainee is required to submit a duly filled clearance form and present themselves in person with their original national ID or passport. This service is free of charge and is processed within 1 day. Replacement of KISE certificate. To replace a KISE certificate, an alumnus is required to fill in a written request, provide a police abstract and the original national ID or passport. The cost of replacement is 3,000 Kenya shillings and is processed within 10 days. Certificate verification. For verification of a certificate, the holder is required to submit a written request with his or her official details. This service is provided free of charge and is processed within 5 days. Library services. Registration for library services for external users. Our library services are also open to external users. All one is required to do is register for library services by submitting personal identification documents and pay stipulated fees. The yearly membership fee is 1,200 Kenya shillings and daily access fee is 100 Kenya shillings. The registration process is completed within 1 day. Access to library services. External users must identify themselves and pay the annual or daily access fees in order to use the library services. Trainee services. Accommodation for trainees. All trainees who wish to be accommodated within the institute's premises are required to apply for accommodation after registration. Successful applicants will append their signatures on the accommodation agreement and pay the stipulated fee. This service will be rendered within 1 day. Functional assessment services. The Kenya Institute of Special Education, KISE, offers functional assessment, therapy, rehabilitation and habilitation services. Functional assessment. For functional assessment, customers can make bookings online or in person. The service is free and feedback regarding your booking will be given within 5 days. To access therapy services, you are required to present your appointment card and pay stipulated fee. Customers should dress appropriately for therapy session. Therapy sessions. For physiotherapy, occupational therapy, or speech therapy services, children are charged 100 Kenya shillings, while adults pay 1,000 Kenya shillings. For hydrotherapy, children are charged 100 Kenya shillings, while adults pay 1,500 Kenya shillings. All therapy sessions are offered as scheduled. Rehabilitations or habilitation of persons with disabilities. For rehabilitation or habilitation services, persons with disabilities are required to present functional assessment report, register for the course, and pay stipulated fees. Duration of the course will be dependent on the customer's needs. Pre-primary services. Enrollment of learners to inclusive model. The Institute runs an inclusive pre-primary school. For enrollment to the school, learners are required to fill a registration form and attach passport size photo, birth certificate or notification and immunization record together with a copy of parents' national ID card. However, children with special needs are also required to present a functional educational assessment report and a placement letter. Once the enrollment process is complete, the guardian should pay the stipulated fee and the child will be registered within 1 day. Accessible publishing. KISE acknowledges the rights to equitable access to information. As such, we offer accessible publishing services that include adaptation of text into Braille, large print, Kiswahili and Kenyan Sign Language. To access these services, a customer is required to submit the document to be adapted into the desired format. The document will be assessed and the customer will be advised on the timeline for delivery. production of educational resources and assistive devices. KISE is also mandated to produce educational resources and assistive devices. To procure this service, you are required to make a formal request stipulating the type of resource needed or a brief of what you want made, or identify a resource from the KISE Educational Resource Catalogue. You will then grant KISE a Local Service Order (LSO) as per agreement. Health and Wellness Services. Our health and wellness services are open to staff, trainees and external customers. Visit the health center and pay the stipulated charges to access services. Research and Consultancy Services. Those seeking research and consultancy services are required to write a formal request. Once the request is approved, a Memorandum of Understanding will be drawn as per the Institute's policy and timeline agreed. Business Partnerships. Notice for supply of goods and services. The Institute offers business opportunities from time to time. Those willing to engage in such opportunities are required to visit our website and access and respond to the notice for pre-qualification of suppliers of goods and services within the stipulated timeline. Formal written request stipulating the nature of information required. Payment for supplied goods and services. Once a supplier service has been approved, they can request for payment. In order to process your payment, the supplier is required to submit a copy of Local Purchase Order (LPO) and invoice. The payment will be made within 30 days. Access to information. KISE is fully aware that citizens require access to information. To access this service, you are required to write a formal request stipulating the nature of information required. This service is free and a response will be given in 10 days. Formal written request stipulating the nature of information required. Event Management Services. Booking of hotel and conference facilities. The Institute also offers hotel and conference services. To access these services, either book online or make enquiries via email kise@ac.ke. Public complaints. We value our customers and we endeavor to ensure that you are treated with courtesy, fairness and dignity in all your interactions with us. To provide efficient services, we kindly request that you also conduct yourself in an honest, ethical and professional manner at all times. As our customer, you have a right to lodge a complaint, seek review and appeal whenever we do not meet our set service standards. However, KISE will do its best to resolve all customer queries and complaints. Once you submit a complaint, we will issue a full response within 7 working days of receiving it. In case we cannot resolve your complaints or queries within the stipulated timelines, customers will be notified of the progress of the complaint. We are committed to courtesy and excellence in service delivery. Any service or officer that does not conform to the above standards should be reported to Director, KISE Institute of Special Education, P.O. Box 48413-00100, Nairobi, Kenya. Telephone 011055810. Cell 0724-269-505. Email address info@kise.ac.ke. Chief Executive Officer, Commission for Administrative Justice, P.O. Box 20414-00200, Nairobi. Telephone +254 020 22 74046. P.O. Box 20414-00200, Nairobi. Email complaint@ombudsman.go.ke.